Jay-Z is back in the headlines after a judge gave his alleged son, Rymir, the green light to pursue a paternity suit, and set a July 18th deadline for Jay-Z to file his official response. And from the outside looking in, the billionaire mogul suddenly seems cornered. Think about it. For nearly 3 decades, Jay-Z's team has swatted this rumor away like a pesky fly. Sealed motions here, jurisdiction challenges there, yet one signature from a New Jersey judge has flipped the power balance overnight. Now the clock is ticking publicly, and every stall tactic that once bought him time is rolling past due. The case itself reads like a thriller. Back in 1992, Wanda says she met a then 22-year-old Sean Carter in Philadelphia, hopped into his car, and ended up at his aunt's Brooklyn apartment. One night, faulty protection, and 9 months later, she gives birth to Rymir. For years, she keeps quiet. Puts her boyfriend Robert Graves on the birth certificate. But a 2011 DNA test proves Robert is not the dad. That single result cracks the door, and Rymir spends the next 14 years pushing it wider.
A friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp,
okay,
and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay,
okay,
about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there
right,
with the song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property. Somebody came to my property in the evening time and had a conversation about trying to get in through the back door.
Jay-Z's lawyers have tried every angle, claim he owns no New Jersey property, so the court lacks reach, claim the original filing was in the wrong state, argue time limits, argue harassment. Meanwhile, emails surface from Beyonce's mother's memoir, casually noting Jersey investments, treading that no property excuse. It might feel small, but in court, small contradictions snowball into credibility nightmares. And right now, credibility is something Jay-Z cannot afford to lose. Social media is only making it worse. 50 Cent drops the court order online like a grenade. Nicki Minaj reposts it and adds her own grievances. Fans flood comment sections with DNA test emojis. Every blog headline screams, "Why won't he just take the test?" Historically, Jay-Z sues fast when he thinks someone smears him. Yet, here we are. A simple cheek swab could end the chatter. And he is still ducking. The optics look awful. The stakes are brutal. If the DNA match hits, paternity is just the first domino. Wanda was legally a minor. Crossing state lines could trigger ugly conversations about statutory offenses. Maybe limitations save him in criminal court. But civil court and public perception play by different rules. Advertisers, partners, the NFL. They all read the same headlines we do. Silence starts to feel like admission. Evan. Beyonce, who has nothing to do with 1992, gets dragged into the storm. Insiders whisper she asked people to make the boy go away. No proof, but narratives don't need proof to trend.
People were saying that she's a big part of the problem for him, and some of the things that she was doing, a woman would not, she would have some sort of role in
right,
what her husband does. And
right,
if she was secure with herself and with the situation, not saying you gotta like it,
right,
she would help her husband handle it.
The Hive defends her. Tabloids speculate. Suddenly, a pristine brand built on empowerment is sharing column inches with a paternity scandal. And the longer Jay-Z waits, the louder those inches read. Then there is the intimidation chatter. Rymir posts pictures of a bullet-riddled car. Claims he was chased after filing new motions. Cynics call it dramatics. Supporters say pattern. Desiree Perez's estranged daughter adds her own accusations about ROC Nation heavy-handedness.
Somewhere in September, he was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now, and out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time. In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time. So this is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference.
Nicki amplifies that too. It all paints ROC Nation like an empire, willing to flex muscle offstage, and any corporate sponsor watching that imagery rethinks risk legally. July 18th is D-Day. The judge can find sanction. Even enter default if JayZ ghosts. Default means the court may accept Rymir's version uncontested. That would be catastrophic. So his team almost has to respond. But once they do, discovery starts. Depositions, subpoenas, perhaps that dreaded DNA kit, and every step is a new headline. Every headline chips at the myth of untouchable, hoved behind the scenes. Whispers of quiet settlement swirl. Write a check, wrap it in an NDA, but Rymir keeps saying money is not the goal. He wants truth on the record. If that is genuine, no payout means no gag order, which means the test happens and results go public. Best case scenario for JayZ. The test clears him, yet even that comes with a footnote. Why fight so hard for so long, if innocence was this easy to prove? Worst case, the test confirms what Wanda swore, and a legend's legacy gains an asterisk. He can never erase. Fans feel the tension. Twitter counts down days like it is album release week. TikTok lawyers break down jurisdiction maps. Podcasts loop that one lyric. I got 99 problems, but Rymir is starting to look like number 1. Commentators remind everyone that hip-hop loves redemption arcs. But first, you need to fall. Right now, JayZ is teetering on the edge of in. Business analysts weigh in. ROC Nation handles multi-billion-dollar deals, from sports management to Super Bowl halftime shows. Reputational risk is baked into every contract. If paternity plus minor travel allegations get traction, watchdog groups may pressure brands to distance themselves. Shareholders hate uncertainty, and uncertainty is exactly what a looming DNA test delivers. Meanwhile, Rymir plays the sympathetic card well. Soft-spoken interviews, receipts posted, refusing donation links. He frames himself as David versus corporate Goliath. He uses words like due process and judicial fraud. That language resonates far beyond celebrity gossip. It taps into broader distrust of elite advantage, and the more relatable he appears, the worse JayZ looks
and
for
Nicki
sitting in
Minaj.
silence.
And when I tell y'all that Nicki is stepping on Jay's neck,
timeline's messy,
child, she's
evidence
not holding
thin,
back.
but
She
momentum
recently did
often
her
trumps
own
minutia in
expose
public court.
after she
And
reposted an
momentum is
interview
firmly
done
on
by
his side this
Damari
summer.
Hadley, the
Influential
estranged
accounts
daughter
push the
of Roc
narrative
Nation
daily.
CEO
Major
Desiree
outlets schedule
Perez.
segments.
In an interview,
Legal experts
Dem,
remind
who is
audiences
suing her
that
mother
judges
for
do not
committing her
like
to a
being toyed
mental
with.
institution,
If
claims
JayZ
that Roc
misses or
Nation
stalls,
basically
the road comes
sabotaged
down
Nicki
hard.
Minaj and took
So
away
where
her
does it
freedom
go?
of speech.
Either
She also
JayZ
said that
bites the
Roc
bullet,
Nation went after
submits the
Nicki's
swab,
family.
rolls the
They've
dice,
attacked her
or
husband, they've
his
attacked her
attorneys
child,
conjure
and it
one
should
last
really scare the
procedural rabbit. But rabbits are scarce when a judge has already ordered compliance. The perception right now, fair or not, is that truth at a lab could dismantle an empire. And perception fuels cancel culture more than verdicts ever will. 10 minutes is a blink in a life story as big as JayZ's, yet these next 10 minutes in the grand timeline might define the man more than Grammys and Forbes covers. Because legacy is not just chart numbers, it is how you answer the hard questions when the spotlight turns unfriendly. July 18th is not just a deadline, it is a mirror, and the reflection staring back does not look good so far. The world is waiting, the clock is loud, and the silence from JayZ's camp is even louder.